Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Don here, and today I want to make my Grumblefark sweet vermouth. So um, I've actually kind of basically taken it from this book, How to Cocktail by the America's Test Kitchen, but it is also, let's see here, show. Oh, I see. But I've also kind of modified it a bit. And so it's been a lot of fun trying to tweak with this. Never thought I would ever make sweet vermouth or dry vermouth. I actually have quite a bit of dry vermouth left. So it's pretty exciting. So let's get started. So a couple of things that you need. Mason jar. This is what we're going to, and in fact, really, this is going to be the first part of making sweet vermouth because we have to let it sit and let it kind of do its loveliness overnight. Okay, so what we're going to start with here is some herbs, because sweet vermouth is basically it's an aromatized wine, right? So it's fortified. And so what we're going to do is we're going to fortify it with vodka, and so what we're not even going to get to the wine part today. So we're going to start with, thank you, my fridge. We're going to start with, it's distracting. Thank you. There we go. It's making ice, which we need. Okay, so we're going to start with, I believe this is half a teaspoon. This is a half a teaspoon of sage, so dried sage. It's going to go in there. Half a teaspoon of dried thyme. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of sweet basil, deviating from the recipe. I'm going to do half a teaspoon of chamomile flowers, dried. Probably closer to a full teaspoon of quassia bark. Now, this is something I'd never heard of. I had to special order it. And in fact, the first version I got was spelled with a C-U-A, quassia, which is part of basically cinnamon. This is quassia, Q-U-A, S-S-H, or S-S-I-A. And so we're going to add that. And they come, I don't have it around with me, but they come in like these larger chunks. And so all I do is just take a spice grinder and just put a couple of chunks in there and grind it up. And it comes out pretty nice. So we're going to add that in there. Very important, 1 teaspoon of, why am I blanking on this? Wormwood. One teaspoon of wormwood. That goes in there. And then the rest of the ingredients we need to kind of muddle and crush a little bit. So we've got about a half a teaspoon of peppercorns, about a half teaspoon of coriander seeds, about 6 juniper berries, and 5 whole cloves. And in fact, I'm going to leave the whole cloves to the side. I'm just going to put that in whole, so to speak. So I'm just going to take mortar and pestle and put all those in there, as you can see. And I'm just going to lightly kind of muddle it a little bit. I'm not going to break them all up. Just kind of want to get some surface area going on some of these. Mainly, definitely kind of want to lightly crush these juniper berries. Okay, that's pretty good. So, can't see too much in there, but that just, I'm going to put that in there as well. Final things are 5 cloves, a half star anise. I don't know if you can see that. Licorice. We've got 3 green cardamom pods. Those are a little, kind of look like that. So I got 3 of those. I'm going to put in, and 1 bay leaf. And there we go. And that is part of, that's the first half. Second part is, what did I do with my, here. Oops. Half cup, yeah. So the other thing to kind of sweeten it up, we're going to take some golden raisins. Take about 1/2 cup and chop them up. There we go. There it is. There we go. 1/2 cup golden raisins. I'm just going to put those on a chopping board here, cutting board. And again, just trying to open them up. Okay, that's going to give us some of that sweet that we're going after. So all of that goes into a jar. In there. So this is the standard version, the base recipe of what I'm doing. And so we'll do that. So I've got all the ingredients kind of up in there. Then we're going to take 8 ounces, 1 full cup of vodka. Today I'm just using Sky vodka because it's pretty neutral. And then I'm just going to put that in there like so. Put a lid on it, shake it up. And then I'm going to let that sit for definitely at least overnight, maybe a couple of days. I'm not sure yet. So that's my base version. I have another version that I want to try. And so this one's a bit more experimental, but we're going to give it a shot. So again, I'm going to need another 8 ounces of vodka. There we go. Set that to the side. Now I've already prepared my dry ingredients all in kind of one bowl. And then I've got my crushables right here. I'll put those in here and kind of give them a crush. So go ahead and, but one thing that I did do is I added 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'm really curious to see if we get a little bit of heat out of it. So I'm going to put all my dry ingredients right in there, like that. Don't really have a good angle to show you what I'm doing here, so I'll try and keep it up here. So then take the mortar and pestle. Lightly break things up a bit. Come on. There we go. Roll that in there. There we got those. Those are in there. Now, instead of golden raisins, I actually had some, like a medley. Let's see here. Where is that? Over here. Yeah. So at Trader Joe's, you can get this kind of golden berry medley. Hey, Brad. Tech Rogue. And so we've got golden raisins, cherries, cranberries, and blueberries. And so once again, I'm going to try and get about 1/2 cup. that, which I think is about what I've got left. Yeah, I'm just going to call it all. I'm going to do all of it. Again, I will take my knife, chop it up a bit. I'll move the camera so you can kind of see what this looks like. It's kind of a nice, different colors. Really interested to see what it's going to do to the profile, the taste profile of it. Okay, so not sure if you can see there, but there we go. All kinds of different colors. All right, so I'm just going to put that in here as well. This one I think I am going to let age for a few days. I don't know. I mean, I've done one batch where I think I just kind of forgot that I had it going for a few days, and it turned out great. This one, I'm very interested to see. Just giving it that extra time for the vodka to extract all of the goodness in there. Put the lid on it. Give it a shake. And there we go. We got golden raisin version over here. Kind of a mixed medley with the cayenne pepper right here. And yeah, so I'm going to let these kind of age for a bit. And then when it's time, we'll come back and we're going to add that to some wine. I'm going to use a Pinot Grigio. You want to use like a white wine that's pretty uncharacteristic. It's, pretty neutral, I would say. And Pinot Grigio, to me, is one of the most boringest white wines there is. And that can be a good thing in a lot of applications. My dogs are going at it on the couch. Hey! Show you in being little stinkers. So we're gonna add that where am I? Right here. So we're gonna let this sit for a few days, and then once we're done and we're ready, we're gonna take some cheesecloth and we'll strain it and really kind of wring it out. We'll probably put it through an extra strainer as well, and get that sort of purified, goodness in there. And then we'll make a caramel syrup with a little bit of tea. So I'm going to make a sweet rose tea to add and create a little bit of a sweet rose caramel syrup to kind of flavor it up a bit. So that's all I got today. Thanks for joining me. It's kind of an impromptu thing. I got all my ingredients today, and I thought this would be a lot of fun. So I'm glad to have this. I'm very excited. My dogs are trying to kill each other, and I think I'm going to make a Manhattan. Sounds good. I still don't have a sign off, so have a good weekend.